Hello, everybody. Welcome to It's Totally Possible Mondays, the only Mondays with It's Totally Possible in the front of it. I'm so happy to be with you. I'm your host, Kyle Cease. And tonight you're going to also see my adorable co-host, Joey, who is just a strong man. Hello. Does he bench press my heart? Yes. I'm doing comedy right now. So we'll be on in a second. But if you're new to It's Totally Possible, let me explain to you what It's Totally Possible. I'll try to give you a quick one because I know how many of you are here not for the first time. There is so much power in just listing all of the magic things that are totally possible in the world. And all worrying is being in the constant, just non-questioned habit of listing all the terrible things that are possible. But they're both as fiction, they're equally fictional. And what you create is what you move towards, right? So we have different talks every night. You know, we do this one, and then on Sundays we do oneness talks, and Wednesdays we do different stuff. This Wednesday, by the way, is going to be a talk about money. So make sure you come and join on that talk. So with It's Totally Possible, we are using your imagination, your creativity, and what we are doing is creating a space that you are allowed to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And let me tell you something. One thing that I've learned from talking to a lot of people is most people don't think that a lot of things are possible. It's not even a part of their mind to think, like, for instance, that you can have it all. Can you have live in the moment and have money? Can you have a good relationship and have a lot of friends? Can you travel a ton and be a parent? Like, there's all these things that a lot of people think I can't have all of it. And that's because we live in a limitation and we don't know we live in it. So usually when we don't know we live in a limitation, we actually fight for that limitation. And what It's Totally Possible is to end the limitation. And I want to have you join me in just kind of thinking of, what if even the greatest thing you can think of is nothing compared to what's totally possible? So if I were to just list a couple things that were totally possible and keep going and going and going, eventually it becomes really, really, really powerful. And one of my dear friends, Robin, and I spend Sundays Legoing for a long time. And when we get to about 40, 50 minutes in, we are in a different dimension. And we really discover how much is possible for us. So that's why I invite you tonight to, whether you are doing the call, whether you're, actually saying what's totally possible on camera, or just watching or planning to do it tomorrow with a bunch of people, whatever, I really recommend staying in the room with it, because at first it's the end of your egoic pattern that comes up with all the problems. So you're going to be annoyed for a second in some cases, because you're so like, I'm trying to get to this amazing thing, and I'm so used to coming up with all the problems, and it's death to the story in me that says there's all these problems. So my offer to you is to really stay in the room and open up. And as you hear people say what's totally possible for quite a while, get excited about what this could imply for you, because every single thing's possible. And I mean things that your mind would say, that's not. Like, it's totally possible the lockdowns end tomorrow. Do you hear how your mind goes, no way? That could be part of the problem. Like, if I say it's totally possible, there's, we're all healed tomorrow, everyone would go, yeah, right. And I just want, the worst case scenario is we're wrong. I want to offer that. The worst case scenario is you're wrong. And who gives a shit, right? The ego's so scared of being wrong that it actually, like, can't be wrong. Like, it's like, I'm going to fall in love with someone, but it's like, well, what if it doesn't work? Who gives a shit? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that person's not the one, but I still want to go all in and totally enjoy it in the now, right? Like, I really, really don't believe there's a problem if you're wrong. You just learn and reroute. So this frees you, because the ego is so scared of being wrong, right? And worst case scenario, you go, oh yeah, never mind. That's it. Worst case, like, this is what we're horrified of. What if I did? Yeah, you're, oh, never mind. New thing. So be willing to be totally wrong. What's the worst that happens if we all move to a frequency where we believe that we are totally all healed from COVID tomorrow, and we feel really good about it and wake up and we're wrong? So what? Okay, well, I still got to feel good and actually create a frequency where that's possible. And that for sure opened my heart up to have so many different benefits that I'm not thinking of. So I want you to really think to yourself, the sky's the limit. Worst case scenario is you're wrong. But how would you move if you didn't think you'd be wrong? Like, you could be like, it's totally possible that person that I like is also attracted to me. Worst case scenario is you're wrong. So what? It's totally possible that I can make $1 million. Worst case scenario, you make like 850,000 and go, whoops, I was close. But people are so scared to be wrong that they'd rather aim for the for sure small amount of money or the weak relationship or the small story or the practical thing out of a fear of being wrong. Just totally go for it and be wrong. You feel that? I'm going to have everything I want. Worst case scenario is some of those things don't work out, but at least I created space for something awesome. So we are going to get travel size Tony Robbins here, the amazing Joey, who is a dear friend. And also, we'll be hosting the It's Totally Possible Tuesday nights with you, where you get to do workshops and do this with other people. This is why I'm like, show up to these. Like, please come to these. Tomorrow you can do a whole hour with a bunch of different people, and Joey will be hosting that. And also, Joey will be doing the Thursday morning breath work. He's a brilliant guy. He's powerful. He's a jiu-jitsu master. He's a Marine. He's an ice bath man. Is that how you say it, Joey? Ice bath man?
Perfect.
Yeah. That's what you get a lot. Hey, is that an ice bath man? Thank you. Right?
Those.
And he's just a great guy. So Joey and I are going to do It's Totally Possible. Now tonight, Joey and I are going to do this. I'm going to do 2 minutes, or Joey's going to do 2 minutes, and then the other person will supercharge their It's Totally Possible and take it farther, right? And then we're going to switch. Now, tonight, after we do it, you guys are totally invited to join us. So please write in the thing if you are wanting to join. We will prioritize new people first, but we will try to get everyone in. So please write in the comments right now if you want to do this. And I need to make sure you know that we are recording this because we are creating It's Totally Possible TV, and that will be out this week. Is that right? It'll be out this week.
Another week, but it's definitely being built.
It's definitely being built, Lindsay says, but maybe next week, maybe this week. It's being built, though.
Beautiful. So how exciting is that? I'm so excited about it. So the past It's Totally Possibles have had a lot of people that are doing this, and we've taken that footage plus footage from our other Now Rising events and different things, and we're making a long, ongoing streaming channel of possibilities. And I want to dare everyone tonight to up your game. If there was no conditions, if you didn't have to consider anything in the world, if you were totally willing to be wrong, right? What is totally possible? Joey, you want to go first or me?
I can go first.
Do it up, bro.
All right. It's totally possible that I find more freedom in my mind and body. It's totally possible I can let go of habits that don't serve me. It's totally possible that I can learn more exciting things. It's totally possible that I can find new hobbies. It's totally possible I can spend more time doing the hobbies I already love, like jujitsu. It's totally possible to spend more time with Lindsay. It's totally possible to spend more time with my family. It's totally possible to just have more friends around. It's totally possible to just wake up excited about life. It's totally possible to maintain that excitement throughout the day and go to bed with that same excitement for no reason, just because of life is awesome. It's totally possible that, I can make a whole abundance of money just doing like this work, just being in this work, being around other people doing this work. It's totally possible that this is going to be the best year yet. And then after that, it's going to be even better. And it's just going to keep on going just like that. It's totally possible that I can travel to brand new places that I've never been this year. It's totally possible that I can just, find all sorts of new experiences. It's totally possible to laugh even more. It's totally possible to smile even more. It's totally possible to just be my highest aligned version of myself everywhere I go. It's totally possible that as that totally aligned person, I can just create amazing opportunities for myself. It's totally possible that just in being that most aligned version of myself, that I can create amazing opportunities for people around me. It's totally possible, that in EOL, we're going to have more exciting things and more opportunities to get to do more of this work.
So if you're new to It's Totally Possible tonight, if you noticed that Joey got a bell, that meant 10 seconds left. And then Lindsay has hired, they are expensive, a live audience to be in the room and clap instantly and stop clapping instantly all together. That's them, right? And so they're so good at it. And so you will be given a 10-second warning and then an audience to tell you that's time. And my job now first is to take Joey's amazing It's Totally Possible even farther, because it really feels amazing, you guys, to know someone else sees your vision. And not only are you this crazy person with a vision, but you have someone outside of you going, actually, it's not only that, it's even better, which kind of legitimizes it in your body, right? So are you ready? Here we go. 1 minute to add to Joey. Yeah, it's totally possible Joey finds and feels a new joy in himself through spending present moment time with the people he loves, and in that present moment time coming up with amazing innovative ideas and coupling it with business, whether it's Joey's work what he's doing privately, or Joey what he's doing with the team. You just kind of are always in this very amazing present moment joy. And there's never like a, do I work or spend time with Lindsay? Do I work or spend time with my nieces and nephews? It's much more all inclusive, and it's all in the now. It's totally possible, Joey, your workouts and your jujitsu and everything else goes to a much higher level, and you become a really like known teacher of those things, and maybe even could bring some of that to an absolutely everything pass call, and maybe just teach some basic jujitsu moves. I know I can't believe we didn't think of this till this second, but it's totally possible that we have this incredible jujitsu night where Joey teaches us stuff that we didn't know, just a few defense mechanisms or a few kicks here and there. And it's just amazing. And it's totally possible that that actually ups your confidence and your power and your connection to yourself, and helps Lindsay even feel more joy and safer with you, and that the family members around you feel so good, and it's just like we up this game. And it's totally possible that you said 2021 is like the greatest year of your life so far, and then it doubles 2022, and you start bringing all this incredible magic that you accumulated mostly from just being present and in the now and enjoying life just because you exist, and not because of accomplishing anything. You started loving life because you exist, and that rippled into everything. And it's totally possible so many people who are on the absolutely everything pass started getting to do that. It's totally possible we brought so many things into the absolutely everything pass for everyone else too. Like we had this idea of logging minutes of meditation in. It's totally possible that Joey comes over and we work out with my new gym equipment every single morning for a month, and we just totally lift heavy kettlebells and get stronger, and just become massive protective monsters of thank you, audience, of everything. There we go.
That was awesome, man.
I felt good.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Now that was 3 minutes, you guys. That's the length of a shitty song at the gym, right? Like, why are we not doing this all the time? Right? You could literally listen to, Lupa Dua Lipa, or you could, and actually that song Levitating is pretty good. So you can also you can do both. All right, we ready? This isn't my start, Lindsay. I hope you didn't start the clock. Is she starting it over?
Yeah.
She's like, hey, we'll listen to Dua Lipa. That's just totally possible. Okay, here we go. Okay, remember, the sky's the limit, so I'm willing to do it wrong, right? Oh, it's totally possible I access more and more of this new masculine energy that I've never seen in my body, because I've usually only looked at myself through the patterning of my mom and a society that kind of can be judgmental. It's totally possible that I work out and lift heavier and heavier weights and actually find a new level of health in my body that feels so good. It's totally possible I get a Vivi tattoo on my arm and she realizes that she is the love of my life. It's totally possible that everyone here realizes they have permission to be feeling love for everyone that they've ever perceived as an enemy or anyone that they've perceived as a problem. And that doesn't mean you have to live with them or anything, but that you can have the freedom to feel love for. It has nothing to do with, you know, the circumstance. And you can just go, I'm just sending love to that person, even if I don't see them. And you can feel a new peace in your heart because you realize that every person you're thinking about is only existing in your head. So you're just feeling love to everyone you perceive as competition. You're sending love to everyone you perceive as you know, enemies, and you're just, there's no more enemies in your psyche anymore. There's no more other people. There's no more opposite political beliefs. It's totally possible that we start that and we're a couple years ahead of the world and the world catches up. But because we realize that and we move so quick, the world moves even quicker. It's totally possible that we stop thinking in divisive ways and we move into a revelation that we're all one. It's totally possible that all humans start actually listening to a higher frequency and stop making Facebook and dumb shit their God. It's totally possible that we all stop giving fucks a little bit more and not wasting time with things that are just nothing things, and just really moving into this moment is more important. It's totally possible that we realize time is more important than money, and we start valuing time because that's actually temporary and money isn't. And we move in our time and appreciate each moment and do the things that really excite us only. You guys have been great.
That was great, man.
Yeah, we're in the pocket. So Monday nights are fun. It's just this
Yeah.
giddy, joyful thing.
I don't know if you saw Julie's comment in the chat where she mentioned that you'd be the first one to get a Tesla motorcycle. I think that'd be a pretty badass thing.
Totally. Like, I know. It's like the opposite. Like, I need a gas guzzling, but not. And but not at
It'll
all.
still be like really loud, but like that's
Yeah.
because of you put a speaker on it.
But he put that's Elon Musk would put a rocket speaker on it or some thing, which is, it's unnecessary, but yeah, hell yeah.
All right. It is totally possible that you do access a whole new level of just more of who you really are. And within that, you are striking this level of just deep masculinity. And it's totally possible that just as you are striking that deeper level of masculinity that's already there within you, that, yeah, you are just kind of finding yourself more compelled and more just kind of internally directed to do things like working out, getting that amazing Vivi tattoo, and really just transforming not just like your whole mind, but also transforming your body. That the more you kind of align to that, like that, the physical transformation becomes apparent, that you do become more jacked. And even with that, though, just like a deeper excitement and just a different way of moving and speaking, and just kind of different realizations that are coming to you as you do kind of connect to that version of yourself. And it's totally possible that as you do just, access that version of yourself, you just be, by moving differently, time becomes a completely different construct. You feel that you accomplish more in just shorter periods of time because you're just so in the flow, so moving effortlessly. And it's totally possible that, yeah, you just find ways to get more excited just about being you and about just kind of aligning to that and recognizing that we don't need any enemies or anything like that. And it's totally possible that you do just let go of any kind of internal conflict that you may be dealing with. It's totally possible that you can forgive just easier and easier, and that your body becomes lighter and lighter. And it's totally possible that as that's all going on, your body transforms more, your mind transforms more. And yeah, it's just, you become happier. And it's totally possible that, you're transforming mentally, emotionally, all the time.
Hell yeah. That was awesome. So that's an example of what you're going to do tonight. Don't feel pressure if you're new to like do it that exact way. Do it your way. Just do the very best you can and just enjoy being wrong. Enjoy saying, like, being willing to be wrong, just creating, just going for it, right? Joey, that was a great supercharge. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, my pleasure, man.
It's totally possible our team picks a day within the next 7 days and we do a couple hours of It's Totally Possible together, right? All right, awesome. So Joey and I are going to co-MC this event tonight. and we are going to have you guys come on in twos. You're going to do exactly the same format as Joey and I. One will go for 2 minutes, the other one will supercharge the other one for 1 minute, then we switch. So Joey will hang with me for a second as we say, who do we have first?